Guys, I'm shocked that Jon Moxley actually said something about this entire situation, because one of the main reasons I really like him, because I can relate to the point of him not wanting to get in drama. Like, he's like this person who wrestles, goes home, stays off of social media, if he could stay off the grid, and kind of just stays to himself. But you know what, to be fair, CM Punk did say something about him in that post, so I guess he feels the need to defend himself. Let's see what he has to say. Now, before we get started, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it. Let's get into this. So I believe he was on a podcast with his wife, and she asked him if he had anything to add to the entire situation with CM Punk, and this is his response: no, because nothing has unfolded. It's effing annoying. Just because somebody says some stupid ish on social media, that's not news. That is fact. But it is, and it ends up being a thing. I don't want to get dragged into some dumb ish. I could effing unload a lot of effing people right now. Holy crap. And then I started getting dragged into this ish. It tempts me to do that, but I'm not going to effing sink to that level. You know, that's one of the main reasons I respect Jon Moxley, man. He tried to stay out of drama. He even says right here, I could if I want to. For all them people, you guys know what I know. I could unload and ruin y'all career. I could mess things up for you guys. You guys are scared right now. I could, but guess what? I'm better than that. I'm not going to come out here and cause all this drama, because I just want to stay to myself and stay out of this drama. But unfortunately, CM Punk had to say something and drag me into this. Now I have to respond to it. I completely understand that. He also said this: I will say this. I will give you a tidbit of information from my point of view. The entire summer, I was not under contract with AEW. What? No contract, free agent. I was at SummerSlam weekend wrestling Desperado and Ish the day of SummerSlam. Effing suplexed him on a bunch of aluminum cans and Ish cut in half. I don't know what that means. It was effing dope. I could have walked into SummerSlam that night with the AEW effing belt if I had been so inclined. Nobody knew that, because I don't put my ish out there in the world and let everybody know my every effing thing about my business. And that's the thing. You got to keep your business tight. You got to not allow everybody to know everything about everything. But there's some people who enjoy doing that, and you know, salute to you guys. You want to put your business out there. I mean, especially when it comes to drama, you guys help us create good content when you do that. So hey man, if you feel inclined to do that, that's you. For me, I'm not that type of person. But what's interesting here is that Tony Khan allowed his champion, the person holding the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, to walk around without a contract. Who does that, man? This is the thing. I don't have a problem with Tony Khan as a person. I don't hate people, and I don't hate people I don't know. So I don't hate Tony Khan, but there's some business moves that it just makes me cringe. How do you have the person heading your company, the face of your company, walk around with your title with no contract, bro? For me, you ain't got no contract, you're not holding a belt. That's just point blank period at the end of the day, because you risk the idea of the person who's holding the belt just walking out and doing whatever they want with the belt. And thankfully, Jon Moxley is this person who's a stand-up guy who won't do something like that. That is crazy. It makes no sense to me. So he has something else he said. He said he's talking about the night with CM Punk that CM Punk pretty much talked about in his post on Instagram. He said here, the night in what's his CM Punk talking about Minneapolis is the night he came back hopping on one foot after me and Jericho wrestled. Badass match, by the way. We're talking later about stuff. Bear in mind, and this is my point, I basically don't work there. For all intents and purposes, I don't even work here. Tony Khan is not my boss. I don't even have to be in this room. I don't have to do ish. So when me being in this room and offering and agreeing to a storyline that puts you over at the pay-per-view, All Out 2022, if anything, I'm bending over backwards for Tony and for this dude and for the company, because I didn't have to do ish. If anything, I was bending over backwards. So that's it. It's not even controversial. I'm just telling you how it is. And to be fair, again, he's not under contract, so he doesn't have to do anything. So he's right. So to be in that room by itself, it is bending over backwards. He's not under contract. He doesn't have to do anything, but he's trying to do what's best for the company and try to help as much as he can. Like, I don't know how else you could put that. Like, again, like I said in my last video, this Tony Khan screws some stuff up. Why do you have your champion without a contract? That doesn't make any sense to me. It really don't. And he said one more thing. He said, I will say this. I hate to say it. I don't think I've ever said anything even remotely negative about AEW, because he's not a drama person. He don't like drama. But I will say this. As an observer, it seems like I spent 8 years on the indies, a couple years in WWE development, and spent 8 years in WWE. I have never seen so much BS drama in one place in my entire effing life. I hate to say that. Hey man, I'm not an AEW hater, man. But everybody believes that the grass is always greener on the other side. We had this stuff going on right now with him. I believe there's something he said about a house show recently too that I don't have the quote from. You got some things going on with Miro. You got the things that happened with MJF, some drama that happened in Cody Rhodes before he left, the things with the Young Bucks. There's so much drama brewing in the back locker room and in this roster, and it's spilling over the top, and everybody is seeing it. Everybody in the public is seeing that. And the first person you have to go after when this stuff is happening, again, I don't hate this guy, is Tony Khan. Sometimes there are people who are great at providing opportunities, but there are other people who are great at being leaders. And I don't think Tony Khan is that guy. I don't think Tony Khan is that person that's great at that just giving out discipline and holding people accountable and putting them in their place. He basically let a champion walk around without a contract. I don't know how else that doesn't tell you that he's just allowing people to do whatever they want to do. It seems like he has no standards. It seems like he has no rules in place. It seems like there's no boundaries, that these people are doing whatever they want. And by allowing these people to have all this freedom, because that's one of the reasons they wanted to promote AEW, is because people have freedom to do what they want and everything like that. But by doing that, you're allowing the people to run amok. You're allowing the prisoners to run the asylum. Like, it's getting crazy. And then when that all happens, this happens. When the last time you seen stuff like this happen in WWE? And this is not like a WWE versus AEW thing, but these are the only two places I can think of. When the last time you think this stuff like this happened? Consecutively, over and over and over. I know people can bring up the Naomi and Sasha Banks thing. That's the isolated situation in itself, but never to this level. It never has been to this level. Consecutively in the past 365 days, they've had drama after month after month after month after month. There's no control over there, man. And it shows. You can't hide this. It's one thing for it to happen and we can't see it, but it's bad when we start to see it all the time. And for Jon Moxley to complain about the way something is, we didn't even know he was upset about WWE until he left. He was there for 8 years. 8 years. He's only been here for a couple years and he's already talking about it and he's still under contract. What does that tell you? I don't know, man. This is I know I'm talking about stuff that has nothing to do, that isn't really related to what Jon Moxley is saying, but like, we got to look at things for what it is, man. Like, Tony Khan got to do something. The Khan family, they got to figure something out, man. It's not working, because if they don't get this together, it's going to be the downfall of this company. And I know that seems very, very hyperbolic, but when it comes to any business, when you're letting the people who work there just go crazy and do whatever they want to do and cause a lot of drama, that's going to be the downfall of your thing. It's just crazy, man. And for me, I want them to succeed, because some of my favorite wrestlers who are in the indies and some of my favorite wrestlers who are in AEW, I would love for them to continue to have a job. If they can't make it to WWE, I would love for them to have another opportunity somewhere else, you know, and to have more. If you have more options for wrestlers, then you have more jobs for wrestlers. So I have nothing against that at all. But I don't know, man. It's getting a little out of hand, man. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace, have a good day.